Hello and welcome back to Totally Awesome Barbecue. How we're going to be doing today is another meatloaf, but this time I'm going to be making it out of lamb, and I'm going to be making minted lamb meatloaf. And this time I've actually got the eggs. I actually remembered to bring the eggs, and I've got the bread all blended up already. That was 4 slices of white bread from Tesco, 99p for a loaf. And to make the mint flavour, I've had these since Christmas when I did a leg of lamb on the rotisserie, so these are going straight in there, and they're good till 2027, which is next year. But yeah, I love these things. They're very easy to use, and you can marinate stuff through the night using this, or you can just use it as a rub, mix it with some water, and you can make a watery rub as well. But yeah, I'm going to use those. I've got 2 of these 20% fat lamb minces, because I thought to myself, I don't really see people in the UK making meatloaf on TV or YouTube. I usually see Americans doing it, and the last meatloaf I did was my first one I've ever eaten and first one I've ever made, so this will be my second one I've made and my second one I've eaten. Yeah, let's get this all mixed up and put it in the fridge. Right, first of all we've got our bowl. We're going to put our mince in there. Give that a nice mix. Put our 2 eggs in. Save this one. Are you fucking kidding me? Right, we'll try that again without gloves. There you go. 2 eggs. Lovely jubbly. Put our flavour in, which is just a mint rub. Oh, that smells lovely. That way, if it's solidified, it will crumble up and mix in. I'll give that a mix. Yes. I think I'm going to put another minted lamb thing in there, and you can buy these on Amazon. Right, get that all mixed in, put a little bit of the bread in, give that a mix. This is great, I'm remembering all of it now. I mean, you can put all the same stuff that I put in last time, which was like peppers and all that sort of thing, but I'm keeping this all natural, just all lamb with mint sauce, eggs and bread. Right, that's that part done. Now, to form it into a loaf. Get around this way, mate. Just give it a good and there you go, and that's going to go in the fridge now overnight, so the bread can take out some of the moisture. That rub I just put in can infuse all the meat and everything, and then I'll set the barbecue up for tomorrow. And yeah, in the morning we'll get this baby lit and do some slow smoking. And as you guessed it, we're going to go with the snake method, but I'm going to do the lazy snake method. Let me show you. Right, the lazy snake method. If you haven't got time to be stacking it all properly and everything and making it perfect, just open up your lid, take off the grill grate, grab a vortex if you've got one, and I would get one if I was you because there's many things you can do with this. And then grab your charcoal and just literally pour it around the sides. Like so. And then just distribute it around so it looks a little bit more even. Just like that. And the good thing about this, if you've got any broken ones, they fit in there easy and will help as well. You don't have to worry about ones like that and not sitting properly. And there you go. I did that in literally 5 seconds. Right, let's put the grill grate back on because we're not smoking this until tomorrow. That's me all set up for tomorrow. Put the lid on. Then all I have to do in the morning is set that off and then we're smoking. Good afternoon. It's not morning because I had a load of errands to do during the day, but we're going to do this low and slow for the afternoon. It's about 1:34, but the last meatloaf I did didn't really take that long to get the temperature, so I'm not that worried about time really. I've just got myself a new temperature probes, Typher dual sink. I didn't go for the gold because I haven't got a spare 200 quid, so I got the next one down, £150 on the actual website for Typher. Go on to Amazon and you're looking at least nearly £200, £199, so yeah, it's good to go on the actual app and then order it from them. So here it is, it's been in the fridge overnight, and just for good measure I've got some more to go over the top. So yeah, let's get this rub on and then put the coals on. Let's get this smoking. Right, let's get it transferred into here. Take this away. Basically why I'm putting it in one of these is just so it will still get the smoke, but all the fat to go in it will then submerge it in its fat, and then it should keep it lovely and moist. Get some of this on top. Break out a bit because I've had it a while. Alright, let's just go over the top. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get these coals sorted. Alright, let's get these coals on. They're nice and grey. Right, that's that done. Bought some applewood chunks from Amazon. Didn't cost a lot. Yeah, you get some nice chunks out of it. I'm just gonna stick that on the top. Let's get some of these over here. So we've got a nice platform to lay it on. Stick that one on there, like that. Put another couple here to keep going. Get our diffuser on there. I might have to move that lump of wood actually. Let's get that on there first. And just put it on that side like that. Move that along there. Get our rotisserie slash stacker. And a lid on top. Like so. Stick that on top like that. And we wait until it gets to 71 degrees Celsius. Stick the lid on. So as you see, I got the Thai fur. I originally had a metre plus, and I had so much trouble with that it wouldn't go far. I couldn't leave it in, like, go indoors because it would just lose connection, or it would never connect to the phone. And then I got rid of that, and then I got myself the Inkbird that had two probes on it. It had a white one and a black one, working fine for about a year, and then for some reason the white one unpaired, and I was just down to using one temperature probe then. And I thought to myself, well, I'll unpair it, the whole thing, and then repair it to the app again, and it didn't want to know. It just didn't want to do it at all. So then I got rid of that, and I thought to myself, I'll get myself one of these, because I've seen so many good write-ups about it, and you can take it all over the house and all that sort of thing. Leave this in the house because it connects not only to Bluetooth, it also connects to your Wi-Fi. So I can leave this in the house, and then I can go and do shopping or whatever I need to do outside the house, and keep an eye on it on here. And as it shows in the video I got here, you stick your probe in, you choose the meat you need. Like I've chosen lamb, then I went for the options and it put ground meat, and for the doneness it already had it at the preset that I wanted it anyway. You can up the preset and bring it down if you want manually, but it was already on 71 degrees, which is what I need it at, right, until it's ready to go, be finished. And yeah, this is keep this going low and slow. I'm going to be using the top tip temp again to keep that snake in check, so it doesn't go over the top and spike. Because even though the snake method is a great method, it can, if you're not looking at the vents enough, it will spike, and it's not like a set and leave. It doesn't always keep at a 250 Fahrenheit temperature, so it's good to have one of these where you can set it so it's like just before 250. Put this on, and basically the whole thing of it is once it'll be open like that, when you get to the temperature you want it to keep it at, you close it up. When the air is not getting to the coals enough, then the heat will die down, and then this will open up again, let the air flow through, and then it'll carry on. Then it get too hot, then it'll just close again, die down, and it just keep on repeating the circle until you're at the temperature you need. Right, we've reached 71 degrees Celsius. Oh, look at that. That is bloody nice. Right, let's get this indoors and let it rest. There you go. Look at that. That smells bloody nice. Right, let's slice into this thing and do the taste test. Alright, let's cut straight down the middle. Oh, look at that. Not much of a smoke ring, but it looks really nice. Right, let's do a slice and try this out. Look at that. Damn, that's hot. Let's try a piece. Oh, damn. That is so good. So juicy as well. Definitely trying this again. Quite surprised really it didn't get much of a smoke ring. Like the last one I did had quite a bit of smoke ring on it. Yeah. I did exactly the same way as I did last one as well. Different wood. I used whiskey barrel last time, but this was apple wood. But I can still taste it. Can't get over how good that is. I can't even get my words out. That's good. There you go. Meatloaf. Lamb meatloaf. Minted lamb meatloaf. So good. Got to try it. But now for the official taste test. Is that nice? You don't care about my thing. Yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like. Consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. It'll let you know when I next upload a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.